Welcome back, Trinidad and Tobago. Well, the Stephen Edwards Production is an NGO that works with kids, and they are having a theatre festival during the period of June 4th through to June 10th, and it's geared towards children and youth, and we are so excited to chat about this. We are joined by the PRO, Sonia Rajnath, and also the Assistant Director, Akil Samuel. Welcome.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, to those listening on radio and the World Wide Web. As the host so kindly introduced me, my name is Akil Samuel. I am the Assistant Director at Stephen Edwards Productions for the Theatre Festival. I'm also the Operations Manager for the Theatre for Tots program that is involved as part of the Theatre Festival.
Theatre for Tots. You'll have a wide range of different segments.
Yes.
I'm hearing you have a charity show, a Caribbean Sesame Street show, which I'm very, very interested to find out all about. I'd like to welcome to the conversation Ms. Rajnath. So what is on the agenda, first of all?
Good morning, Verna. Good morning, viewers. We are very excited to be here. Thank you so much for having us. Well, we would like to talk about this event. Acted Out 3 is our third annual running of the event. So it's a well-established event, and this time around we actually have Certified Samson doing his theatrical debut.
Yes.
We have heavyweights as like Dia Otley and Natalie Morales also being part of the productions. There's a plethora of productions, which is school plays for kids, obviously. The plays for the schools are from 9:30 to 12:30 Monday to Friday. And this would be an ideal opportunity for the post-SEA lull. So that would be a great field trip. However, we also have shows for grown-ups. And we are very excited about this. And we have a gala on the Friday evening, if I'm not mistaken.
Friday evening.
And we would like you to attend. We would like to extend an invitation.
Yes,
Thank you.
an invitation to you.
Thank you so much.
And of course, all this cannot happen without the corporate world getting involved. And we would like to thank Angostura for sponsoring 50 tickets for the girls of the Laventil Government School. Angostura has adopted that school in the area to support them. But we not only reaching out to the heavyweights in the corporate world, there are also small businesses that are willing to support in these difficult economical times. And for instance, I would like to name another sponsor, which is Pets Rule in Diego Martin. And they have sponsored the tuition of a very talented young lady for our theater workshop that happens on the Saturdays.
At Tryman College.
At Tryman College, yes, correct.
So how would you describe the work that your organization currently does?
Well, with the with the Theatre for Tots the Teens International, it is a program geared towards allowing children to find their gifts and their God-given purpose. So everything that we do with the Theatre for Tots program is culturally based, not just Trinbagonian culture, but the different assets from the African genre, from the East Indian genre, even the Chinese, Syrian, all these genres that we use to facilitate that. It is also a socially motivational tool, because at the end of the day, the program started off as something geared towards children who will, for a better word, not behaving well in school.
Okay.
But we have now realized or graduated that for those who are maybe introvert and don't have the confidence of showcasing themselves or wanting to speak to others, this program is geared towards that.
So you will have a team of specialists or trained personnel?
Yes, yeah, yes. So I am one of the senior facilitators of the Theatre for Tots program. So with myself, what I do is that I teach more young children, let's say between 3 to about 9. That's my age group that I normally target. Not that I can't teach the teenagers, but that is my
focus area.
That's my focus area. So what I'm currently doing in preparation for the show is teaching them about different words in Swahili.
Swahili.
Yes, Swahili. So one of their performances that they will be geared towards learning about the different animals on the Safari Kingdom. So we have characters called Hakim and Salim, who's from Africa, and they are coming to perform with the children. So they're talking about an animal, what the Swahili name of the animal is. So zebra in Swahili is punda milia. So, and an interesting fact about a zebra is that although it's a family to the horse, a zebra doesn't neigh, it barks.
Look, I learned something.
Yeah, yes, yeah. The sound a zebra makes is closer to a dog than a horse.
Wow.
So simple things like that is exposing them culturally. Not just, yes, we know that there's Disney and Nickelodeon out there, but we are creating a platform, the online platform, that is to showcase what Trinbagonian culture is about. So we focus on Trinbago and everything about, from our music to our dance, to our food, to our mannerisms, and everything like that.
Oh, you mentioned a little bit about some students who may express deviant behavior and that sort of thing. So would you say that you're trained to identify, for instance, or children with autism or different learning disabilities or challenges?
Yes.
I could answer this.
Sure.
We do have children that are on the spectrum, but our program is based on unconditional positive regard. That means that every child that comes to us comes with a clean slate. We actually don't want to see reports or hear any previous stories, because that will just kind of produce like a preconceived idea of the child,
Yes.
and then the child will be met with a certain way. In our eyes, all children are the same. We treat them with respect. We expect respect. There is freedom within limits, and then we take it from there. So sure, some children might need more redirection than others, but because the program is so engaging and the children are so engaged and excited, they want to be part of it. So they're naturally quiet down. They listen, and they try to outdo each other, but in a positive way, not overly competitive.
Yes.
So in my year now, assisting Akil with his school programs, I have never seen, there were never any issues, because the children are so happy to be part of the program, and say positive things about it to their parents, and it's like a word by mouth grassroots process, and our program has been consistently growing. We are now in 7 international schools in the West, but we're looking to push the program through the entire nation, Trinidad and Tobago. So I would really love to talk to Ms. Janice McMillan at some point in time. Maybe we could do something together to see that we can get to make it accessible to all the children of the nation.
Yes.
How do you go about reaching out to schools? Is it that they need to contact you and express their interest?
They could do that, of course. They can log on to our Facebook page, Theatre for Tots to Teens, or Stephen Edwards Productions. But we are now in the process of promoting the event. He acted out 3. We're approaching all the schools in the nation, including Tobago, to see if there's interest. And then we'll be touring with Hakeem and Salim to promote the event and to expose the schools to what we have to offer, and then hopefully in the future to implement the program in the school, either as an extracurricular activity or within the curriculum, which usually works better with the older children.
So what can we look forward to for this particular upcoming festival?
Well, it's an anti-crime theatre festival,
Anti-crime,
and the plays are geared on problem solving, like what our children are exposed to, which is bullying, low self-esteem, peer pressure, how to identify these situations, and how to walk away from them, or how to react in an appropriate way. So it offers tools in that regard.
And many schools are already on board.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
So what about the age group? If you're targeting bullying and that sort of thing, do you have a specific age group in mind?
Oh,
children?
well, that happens in
It's
all
a mix.
ages. It just gets more complex as we get older.
So how we would target bullying for preschoolers is not necessarily the same way we would
Yes.
target it for teenagers. So the plays that we have identifies differently to everyone. So for example, we have one play called Carnival, The Return of King Sailor. It deals with trickery and deception, and understanding that there's no shortcut in achieving one's goal, and you can't trick someone and then expect that to be rewarded for something good at the end. And we have the tribute to the Wakanda.
Yes.
We are Wakanda, so there's different things culturally that represents dancing, expression of freedom. Hakeem and Salim teaching the children to be confident and understanding and being respectable to different cultures. We also have an exciting fight choreography at the end of the presentation that shows that. We also shows that there are different avenues within the entertainment or theater industry that one can express themselves and have a genuine career in.
Yes. Sounds amazing. I was really, really interested in the Caribbean Sesame Street show. What is this all about?
Well, this is the online platform that we're currently working for and creating content for. It is, for the lack of words, the Caribbean version of Sesame Street. It means that topics and even though Trinidad and Tobago has a rather short history, say 200 plus years, because it's so multicultural, there's so many characters and stories and that that will be reflected on the platform. You know, we're talking about like Akil already mentioned, all the different ethnicities, and then we have Papa Bua, we have Mamadlo, you know, all these
different characters. Besides Hakim and Salim, there's Toku Tim, there's so much to name.
So it's a lot about storytelling, yes, and teaching children morals and internalize, well, how would I feel if this would happen to me, and should I be doing this? And then, of course, we're creating local content. We're looking to go into, you know, exposing children to things like recycling, environmental awareness, all sorts of things that just could happen within the Caribbean. It does not have to be imported from Europe or North America.
I understand you also have a SE cool down outing.
That's correct. That would be the school plays, Monday to Friday from 9:30 to 12:30. And the schools are being copied a program, and they could choose which day they would like to attend. And if I may talk money, it's $100 per student, but if we get an early commitment from a school, we can give a discount of $25, and educators, chaperones, teachers are free.
Awesome. Mr. Samuel, what are your closing comments at this time? For those looking on, what would you like to say to them?
For the viewers looking on, what I would say is that Stephen Edwards Productions, we are pioneering in something unique, and once everything takes off, we would like the proper support and encouragement for our nation's youth.
And your closing comments, Ms. Rajnath?
Well, thank you so much for having us. If anybody has any questions, please do call me at 685-5171. That's 685-5171. Or you may log on to our events Facebook page. That's Acted Out Free Theatre Festival. And we are very excited, and we are so pleased to share with the community how much our nation has to offer to our children.
Sounds excellent. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us. Very, very exciting stuff. The Caribbean Sesame Street show, SCA Cool Down outing, anti-crime, of course. That's a theme. They're focusing on bullying and so much more. Develop your child. Do not keep them back in life. We've been chatting with Sonia Rajnath, the PRO, and Akil Samuel, the Assistant Director. We now take you to our travel weather forecast.